What is going on YouTube? So today we're going to be going over Susano. I am a little bit sick, so if I sound different, that is why. Also, my room behind me is a complete wreck. I've been packing for Worlds and traveling for 8 days when I don't really feel like checking a bag makes it a lot of pretty interesting. Kind of a challenge. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and jump right into Susano. First off, you got Warrior Tabby, pretty straightforward in the build, almost always Warrior Tabby on every assassin. Hydra's Lament, and this is right away where the build becomes very important and where this item choice becomes very important. So with your one, every time you use your one, so your one has 3 uses basically. Use it first time, it's cone damage. Second time, it's a big circle of damage. Third time, it's a dash of damage. So, after the first time of using it, the cone, right after you use that, you want to auto attack because it procs Hydras. So you get an extra 30% damage on your auto attack. So you want to 1, cancel your 1, auto attack, 1 again, cancel your 1 again, and auto attack, and then 1 again, turn back around and auto attack the person. That way you get the full damage from the 1, which is actually a lot of damage, and then you get the 3 Hydras procs, which is just, it's ridiculous. There aren't many gods that have the ability to do this. It does take some getting used to. If you can just make it a standard thing for you, do it. That doesn't mean you always use it. You do not always have to use your Hydras. You don't have to use it to begin with. It's still a good item. But you really do, once you get the hang of it, kind of get in the swing of things, you want to be using it. Now, there will be times you'll just burst somebody down with your 1 without canceling at all. It's just usually if you're 1v1ing, if someone's at full health, and you're not just trying to last at somebody, this is what the combo really you want to do. Then we're going into Jotuns, just adds to the CDR, makes it so all your abilities are up more, because Susano is pretty much all ability based, except for trying to get the Hydra's Lament procs. Then I go Brawlers, mainly for the power and the pen. A lot of people like to get Brawlers early and forego the Jotuns, but the CDR for me is just so much more important than having an extra 10 pen at that point in the game. After that, I like to go Wingblade. This item changes game to game. Sometimes I'll go more damage. Sometimes I'll get a Crusher. Sometimes I'll get Void Shield. Sometimes I'll get Stone Cutting. Just random items depending on how the game's going. If I'm auto attacking more, maybe Stone Cutting. If they have a lot of physical damage, maybe Void Shield. Just a mix of those items. I like Wingblade though for like 90% of my games. Almost everyone has a slow. The movement speed is nice. The health is nice. The CCR is nice. It's just a very good item. Last time I pick up Titan's Bane. Like I said, ability-based, assassin, Titan's Bane is great. It's perfect for last item. For relics, I'm going Beads and Sanctuary. Sorry about that, guys. Anytime my mic gets muted, it's because I'm clearing my throat because I'm so sick. So, I'm going Purification Beads. Standard. Almost every team has lockdown. Purification Beads are awesome. Second active, I'm picking up Sanctuary. Just, you're trying to survive. You have a lot of mobility. Sometimes you get caught out without it. And if you do, you can Sanctuary, and then usually the movement ability comes like your 3 or your 1 come back up, and it's awesome. So Sanctuary is just great for when you make a mistake, you fuck up a little bit. This can be changed, though. If you're just wrecking kids or you need to kill tanks faster, you can go Sunder. If you need more mobility, you want to auto-attack more, you can pick up Sprint. Usually, I'm going Blink if kind of it's an aggressive game and I just want to initiate easier. I'm going Blink because it's really good to blink in, pull somebody into your team, and then have all your abilities up to pick and choose how you want to use them. Sunder is great if you're just having trouble killing a tank, but you're not taking a lot of damage. But as I said, I am picking up Sanctuary. I don't know. I didn't know it would switch out like that. Picking up Sanctuary almost every game. Really, really straightforward. Now for abilities, I am going Stormcata, which is your 1, which we talked about. I am then going my 3. I am then picking up my 2 because the 2 allows you to kind of pull people in, get them out of position. Once you get Hydras, it's just another ability to add damage to. It's really easy to auto attack off of using that ability. I am maxing my 1. The ult does do a lot of damage, so I'm pretty much maxing my 1. Max the ult whenever you can. I then max my 3 because the 3 is a lot of damage. Make sure you recognize that the 3's cooldown goes down whenever you teleport to it. So no matter what, unless it's putting you out of position, you probably want to teleport to it. And then we max the 2 last. Very, very straightforward. Usually the combo on somebody is going to be, if you can get in range without wasting any abilities, you're going to 2 them in, auto attack, 1 auto, 1 auto, 1 auto, and then you will use your 3 to catch back up to them if they get away, and by then your 2 is coming back up pretty soon. After that, your 1, it was full CDR once your full build is coming up pretty soon. You have your ult for whenever the person can't get away, they're out of position, or you just need a little bit of defense for yourself. Just it's great, honestly. It's a great fucking kit. It's awesome. This god's main weak point would be his early game. Really, his clear at level 1 sucks. You're starting with your 3. Sorry, I said you would do this first. That is incorrect. You start with your 3 for clearing the camps. You throw your 3 at the big creep, and it will tick on all 3 of the creeps. You teleport to it to reset your auto attack. So what you do is you auto attack, throw your 3, auto attack 3 right at the end of your auto attack. So you teleport to it. It resets your auto attack swing timer. You get another auto attack in quicker. Helps you clear a little bit faster, considering this god's clear is shit, really. His level 1 clear is bad. It's just not fun. You can get the 1. The 1 is on a longer cooldown. That is why I don't level it up first. I get the 3 because it's on a shorter cooldown. So as long as your solo laner at level 1 is a decent clearing god, your 3 is going to be better at level 1. But like I said, max your 1. After that, max your ult, max your 3, max your 2. Straightforward. Early game, not so great on Susano. You're really playing to get your boots and your ults. Once you have those, you can start fighting fairly easily. The early mid game, kind of like I'd say 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. Right in there is when you start to get power spikes, as long as you don't fall behind. Second you finish Hydras is a hard power spike, and then you're good throughout the rest of the game. I'd say basically 1 through 4 can usually be kind of rough, and then after that is fairly easy as long as you aren't behind at any point in the game, which is how a lot of gods are, right? So for matchups as assassins, I don't mind anybody on Susano. Really, Thor can be annoying. Anything that can just poke you from really far away can be really annoying, and anything that can actually keep you from pulling him in can be annoying. So like Thor, he'll spin on you. A lot of your reactions will be to try to 2 him, but you can't pull him in, so you kind of waste your ability just waste that ability and take extra damage at the same time when you should run. But realistically, if you're playing Susano correctly, you're letting your team engage. No assassin is going to be too frustrating or too hard. The ones with a lot of mobility are the ones you might just have trouble killing. Otherwise, you should be fine fighting anyone in the assassin tree. Anyone at all. Shouldn't be too hard. Warrior-wise, I don't mind any of the warriors either. You can cancel Vamana's dash. Tyr can be annoying if you get caught out, just trying to get caught out. You can outrun most of them. Erlang Shen can also be annoying because he can pin you down and root you, and you're crippled, so you can't use any of your abilities really other than your pull or your ult. Other than that, I like fighting all of them. I think killing Raven is pretty easy as long as the Raven isn't too far ahead, too tanky. Like I said, you can pull Vamana out of his shit. Amma can be annoying. Gods that can just kind of run away or reset or run at you can be annoying, but mainly you'll be good most of the time. Just have to watch out for the little things that can be pretty annoying. Odin's even like one, you'd be like, oh shit, I'm gonna get stuck in the Odin cage, but you can 3 through the Odin cage. Throw your 3 through it, portal through it, pretty strong. So you shouldn't have too much to worry about. Guardian wise, I don't like fighting against Sobek. Sobek is super frustrating. He can ult and you can't pull him. He can knock you around and just kind of fuck your day. Super frustrating. Anyone that you're pulling into you that can be annoying as soon as they pull you into you can be kind of a problem for you. So like you pull Ymir and you get stunned instantly. You pull a Kumba in and you get mezzed instantly. You pull a Kabrak in and you get stunned instantly. Those things you have to watch out for. You don't want to pull people into your team that can then CC you. So you don't want to pull Athena into your team and then him get a 3-man taunt because you put him in position. So watch out for that stuff. But matchups other than that really aren't too difficult. Mage wise, I love going against all the mages. Really, you have a lot of mobility. So any mage with a lot of mobility that can usually be annoying isn't too big of a problem. You can pull Ra out of heals. Nox's silence can be annoying, but Nox's silence is annoying for everybody. Thoth you can chase fairly easily. Scylla you can chase. Raiden's ability to teleport and dash over walls is kind of an issue for you for killing, but it's not really like a counter matchup for you at all. All the matchups should be fairly easy. Watch out for Isis because you can't pull in the Wing Gust. Mainly with Susano, you're just watching out for making it through the early game and making sure you don't misplay off of other people's abilities. Hunter-wise, I don't mind too many of the hunters, really any at all. On her slow can be frustrating, but you're so mobile as long as you're not always all into fights, meaning you're okay with getting your one off and poking and then just dashing away and resetting. If you get used to doing that and realize like how much pressure that actually puts on the person, you will play Susano just fine against every god, in my opinion. Now matchups for your team, so you're a jungler on Susano, gods you want to play with. Kukulkan can be really fun because you can pull people into the tornadoes. Anyone that can really just help you put pressure out and clear for you is going to be great. So even Scylla, you can pull into fucking Scylla ults or 2s. You can also use your ult to knock people up, then get hit by Scylla ults, Ra ults, Kukulkan ults. It's all great. I like Janus because it gives even more mobility. Susano's probably one of the most mobile gods in the game. and then having Janus portals and ults to just get you across the map is amazing. That's a good kind of combo against a Thor. If a Thor's global ult is being annoying for you, pick up a Janus on your team and just counter the Thor ult by Janus ulting over and fucking people up. Aside from that, there isn't much to cover. We talked about relics, we talked about items, we talked about matchups and gods you want to play with. Susano is a great god after getting boots and getting your ults online. Early game can be rough. A lot of people don't play Susano nowadays because invades are very prominent. So one thing you got to watch out for, Susano usually doesn't win invades for his team. Maybe your solo laner is just a better solo lane at 1v1 or 1v1ing level 1 fights. So in the 2v2, maybe your solo laner is better. But Susano's not going to be good. You want to avoid the fights early, farm. Just be ready for the mid to late game, and you'll be good to go. Hopefully this guide helped you out a little bit. There will be a video coming, as always, that you can watch, trying to compare what I'm talking to. Remember, my builds might not always be the same in the videos. There's a good chance they are, but sometimes they vary. So don't pay too much attention to the build in the video if it just varies item to item. You know, maybe it's not the exact same build. Pretty close usually, so don't nitpick at that. Like I said, hopefully this helps. Hopefully the video later helps, and I'll see you guys in a bit.